Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and honor and power and more glory and all the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Arachah, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace salutations to the elect of Israel. It's your brother, shalom to the hopeful elect lady and the children, and 144,000, which is the elect. It's your brother, your live my son, coming back with another walk in Tiznok. I just wanted to, just left plantation. So, just wanted to speak a little bit. It's like it might rain, but I doubt it though. It always looks like this in the morning, and all of a sudden, sun come out like that damn 2-scoop raisin commercial. That damn raisin bread commercial. Like the 2 scoops of raisins and shit. No, I just wanted to say, just be encouraged, man. Just be encouraged, man. If you alive today, be grateful. You got a job today, be grateful. You got a roof over your head, be grateful. It don't matter what the hell's going on. It don't matter if bills keep coming in and you look at your bank account and you be like, don't have that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. Just realize that you keep faith, you keep pushing. The Lord's going to take care of everything for us. I mean, and this is where I wanted to go with it. It's like, you know, there's pieces of us that, we gotta get taken care of, right? Like, Sirach 2 says, acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, and how with that gold, right? They say that you put gold in fire because it burns off the impurities, right? So there's things in us that we gotta get rid of, right? Like, like it says in Romans, I was reading yesterday and this morning, about what patience is supposed to produce, how it produces hope, how it produces endurance, right? And that's the thing, right? It's a level of endurance that we have to have, right? People say, oh, well, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? I mean, every day we get up, every day Yahweh Bashem Yahushai wakes us up, which is a blessing, regardless of what we have going on. It's another day to get stronger, right? Like folks go to the gym, and you got your program. Hopefully you got your program, and you're writing down what you do, and you go up in weight, and you go up in reps, right? And it burns and it hurts, but it's making you stronger, it's making you better. And that's the thing, right? That's what these trials do. In James chapter 1, it says, well, we're supposed to count it all joy when we fall into various trials, because the working of patience, let patience have her perfect work, right? It says let, right? Let means that we gotta just, we have to let Yahweh Bashem Yahushai do his thing and trust the process, man. His ways are higher than our ways, right? We don't know shit. So you say what? Lean not to thine own understanding, in all our ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct our paths. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be shutting the hell up shutting the hell up and letting the Lord do it. I mean, listen, let me tell you something. Since I walked out that building, I seen 4 cars that all had 88 on them. Then the next one too, it had 84. 88 just drove past me. You know what I'm saying? And how about Shimi Al-Shai is always listening, man. He's always listening. He's always there. He's always showing us that he's with us, man. We just have to do our best to stay in the spirit so that we can, that's when we're strong, when we're in the spirit, man. If we think we're doing this shit on our own, we ain't doing this shit on our own, man. We can do all things through Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who strengthens us. That's where our strength is. He said his strength is made perfect in weakness. Prideful people ain't got. Prideful people don't get the help from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. The meek shall inherit the earth. You know what I'm saying? The ones who's got a foot in their doggone back. The one that's, the one that's always doing, we're doing our best to stay with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Doing our best to deny ourselves, offending less. MOTB around the corner. They're getting ready to start persecuting the true worshipers of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We can't say nothing no more. I told people years ago, I said, they're going to start messing with what we believe, what we say. Nobody believed me. That's all right. That's all right. Just because they don't believe, don't mean that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not who he is and not what he's going to do. What scripture says is because some don't believe this. Roughly paraphrasing. This Yahweh Bashim Yahushai don't have effectiveness. Roughly messing that up. Yahweh forbid. Like, no, man. Just because they don't believe don't mean the Lord ain't going to do what he... Basically, just because they don't believe don't mean Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not going to do what he said he's going to do. When has he ever not done what he said he's going to do? Scripture says his word don't return void. Which means that whatever the Lord say he's going to do, you can bet your ass. They say you can bet your bottom dollar. You can bet your bottom dollar that the Lord's going to do it. We just have to have we just got to have some real live faith, man. That's what I'm saying. We got to get these impurities burned off of us. Once these impurities get burned off of us, then we can really start reaping these benefits, man. We ask for certain things, man, and we don't really get them, but really think about it, man. Some of the things that we ask for, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai knows what we need, knows what we want. Gotta sit back and think, like, if we got those things, we'll be strong enough inwardly to be able to handle it. Because that's the one thing I always think about. I'm like, well, I'm asking for a miracle, and I'm like, would I do the right thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, would I be using wisdom in regards to this thing? And I tell myself all the time, yeah, I will. Yeah, no doubt, Because my definite chief aim is I know what I want to do. I know what I have to do, but I also know what I want to do. And what I want to do is be selfless. It's what I'm asking for. But yeah, how about Bashim Yahushai going to take care of all that stuff, man? Just remember that we got to have faith like Abraham, man. The Lord said Abraham was called righteous through his faith. His faith made him righteous. We need to have faith like that. We need to have some faith that kicks down doors, man, and knocks the hinges off of bank vaults. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to go through what we got to go through. Speaking to myself first and foremost, But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep fighting. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is with us, regardless of what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? If he tells us to cast all our cares upon him because he cares for us, that's one thing we have to believe. But we also got to have the faith to also do what he's asking us to do too, because in Hebrews 11 it says what? Without faith it's impossible to please him. So it's one thing we have to do. We have to please him. Just having that faith is one thing that he's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, keep the faith, keep fighting, keep believing. Even when your hands shake, keep believing. Even when your knees shake, keep believing. Even when things look bad, keep believing. Because the just, scripture said what? The just shall live by their faith. That's how we gotta live, man. We gotta live by our faith. So we gotta be faithful. We gotta have faith. We gotta take a deep breath and just realize that everything's gonna be okay regardless of what it looks like. Everything's gonna be fine. Alright, so that's all I want to say through the Spirit, man. Like I said, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man. Because I want us all to win, man. I want us to win. I want us to get ourselves better. You know, because if we don't get ourselves better, man, you know, it just the process just takes longer. You know, and it just seems like we get further and further away from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And to be honest with you, that's not something that I want. We just can't afford it the way things are ramping up. We just can't afford that. You know. So stay encouraged. Be strong in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, in the power of his might. You know what I'm saying? And just keep doing what you gotta do. Everything's gonna be alright. It is, everything's gonna be fine. Just please be strong. Please keep the faith. Because our power is faithful. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is faithful. We have to do our best to be as faithful as we can too as well. We gotta be faithful as well. It doesn't matter how things look, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I mean, for the Lord to say he cares about us, I mean, that should be enough to keep us going. You know? You know what I mean? Like, he's in control of everything anyway. You know? The hater at your job, he's in control of that. All you gotta do is ask the Lord to take care of that. That's light work for the Lord. Because what does I don't remember where it is, but look it up and it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Lord to recompense tribulation of them that trouble you. These people trouble us every day. But we got to do what we're supposed to do. The Lord going to do what he's going to do. So keep fighting, keep pushing, keep believing. Because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua loves us, and I love y'all. Alright? So Lord willing, this walk and talk is edifying to the elect. I want to give all glory and honor. Look at that, 7-7. I want to give all glory and honor unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Elohecha Chadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace, salutations to the elect of Israel. Till next time, shalom.